For this mural, we had a conversation about wanting to do something that was bright, something that was beautiful, maybe some plants, some water, and keep it like light. And so I wanted to create an image where it's kind of this like dreamlike liminal space. I wanted to create these like floating islands, like these small utopias. The design aspect for me, I think, is 50% of the work. For me, it's very much I'm creating the perfect image in my head, and then I make the mock-up of it, like down to the color, down to the shading, down to everything. A lot of my work deals with mortality, and it deals with life and not being afraid of death because one feeds the other and so on. And I've been doing these massive jungle-scapes. Like kind of like, if you were to look at Rubens and the background of it, I wanted to heighten that in my own silly way. But so I've always been interested in symbolism. There's the language of flowers. Each flower has a different meaning to it. So a lot of tropical flowers tend to deal with like happiness and wealth and productivity. But like the ginger specifically represents all the chakras aligning and coming to that inner peace. Color is everything for me. So I'll test out, what I'm making, and every morning I'll mix like 7 different shades of red or like one small flower. So it's almost like scientific for me in a certain way. When I go to view art, I'm the annoying person that gets yelled at by security because I'm like this close to something looking at it. So I was like, well, people are gonna get nose close to it, which I know probably no one will, but it is a sense of pride, but also even from a distance, you can just feel when like, oh, that's blended, and there's like multiple reds, not just one in that. A lot of street art and a lot of graffiti, you really notice the pieces that really play off of the natural landscape. I think it's always important to kind of think about who is your audience, where is this going? You're in this concrete jungle and you're putting this real bright space out there. Painting on the street, I think the big difference is it allows like a freedom and a looseness that I don't allow myself when I'm staring at something small for a really long time. I tend to create rules for myself. So I think that doing this mural kind of broke me out of what I can and cannot do. It reminded me of the things to come that I could do. This mural ended up really being a commentary on kind of creating a space of beauty for yourself, but also with having the reflection in the water, it's not all about how you perceive things, it's also how others perceive things. But it's also really important for me for people to just, art for art's sake sometimes is all right as well.